Hello, it's Colette. Welcome back to my channel for a Mediumship Monday. I hope you've all had a nice festive season. Maybe noticed some of your spirit beings round about you. Maybe they were there and they moved a wee photo, or they made their presence felt, or you had more white feathers than usual, wee robins in your garden. All these nice things that show us that spirits around. So let's get started and see what's there. I'm never really sure what's going to happen until I'm actually here and doing it. Right, my guide's here. If there's any odd wee barks, it's because Nellie's just settled down beside me. But let's see what we're getting. The first thing I'm getting is actually I'm being shown something in someone's hand, and I believe this belonged to a man. It's a kind of key fob, but what he's shown me in it is unusual because it's like a little chain, and it's got a small pair of nail clippers on it, and it's as though, you know, whenever someone like had a shredded nail or whenever there was something there, he always had, oh, wee clippers. And I don't think it was because he necessarily liked nice clean nails or anything. It was just I don't think he liked the feeling of his nails being torn in any way, or you know, that could catch on things. Yeah, that's important. It's important his nails couldn't catch on things. I'm wondering what type of job he had that he would hate his nails catching on something. I think he's associated with the name Jean, but it is male hands I'm seeing. And they're certainly not, they look like workers' hands. They're not, you know, they're not too delicate hands, put it that way. His feeling is just that he wants to remind people that, you know, he's still there and looking after them. He might be over, I'm not sure, but it could be 10 to 20 years. And it's like, I'm here, remember my wee clippers, remember my wee clippers. There's something important about the nail clippers on a key fob with keys, or a certain, you know, a fob that maybe was attached to a leather fob or a wallet, but it had little nail clippers on a chain. So thank you for that. I've also got a bill coming through. He's not saying William, he's saying Bill. And he's given a connection to the name Clark. I don't know if he's Bill Clark or he's associated with a Clark name. There's connections to Robert and John and a Jimmy or James. And this man has been celebrating in spirit. So I think Bill was definitely a person who liked to be celebrating over Christmas and New Year. That's got a little cat round about him, a little pale coloured cat. She's either not an old cat or is a very kind of small cat. And I think that belongs to family that are here who may have lost a cat. Yes, and animals do go on across the Rainbow Bridge, and they can come back and visit us, and they then sometimes just stick about family members that they knew, or even if they didn't know them, if they were part of you, they'll stay round about them. We've got a connection to the name Sarah, and someone's saying you're a wee witch, you're a wee witch. But it's in a nice way. It's not bitch, it's witch, you're a wee witch. And I think this could be a mother, actually, who, you know, was maybe quite conservative, but her daughter was maybe new agey, or in the 70s or 80s, was a wee bit out there, and she's saying, oh, you're a wee witch, but in a very nice way. Maybe you are a witch, Sarah, and she's just letting you know that she knows. Excuse me, there's a connection to a Margaret name for that one as well. Right. Let's see. there's a tortoise that passed in the last 3 weeks that is saying that they're fine. This has a connection with either Scotland or England. I don't think it's the States. But it's a tortoise that had a good life and is thankful for the life it had with the family, but went over. And the point is, it went within the last 3 weeks. Another animal in spirit, I get a lot of connections from animals. It's nice. Tend to connect a lot with dogs and horses and the odd cat, but tortoises and bunnies come through as well. There's a message for a Sheena, and it's about always being hopeful, because without hope there's nothing. Now this appears to be coming from a connection with maybe a Mary name, but she said that the message that's come before was who you think it was, and you weren't crazy. It was, I think, from your mum. I don't remember giving, well, mind you, I don't remember giving messages out. I sometimes remember the odd name that's come through, but I don't remember one for a Sheena. But whatever's happened there, you've already had a message. Don't doubt it. And this is a Marian spirit confirming that it was your mum. And also, not sure if you can take this or not, but there's also a big hug coming from a Thomas or Tom in spirit. Okay, I hope you can make sense of that. I think I'm seeing a little girl. She looks about 6 or 7, maybe 8. I don't know how long she's over, because to be honest, the way she's shown herself is quite old-fashioned clothing, and she's also giving the name Alice. Now, don't think it's Alison, I think it's Alice. Now, this wee girl, I don't know if it's a passing time for her, a time where maybe she associates with a birthday. But basically, there's a wee girl, she's called Alice. She may be over quite a wee while now, but is using my channel and the channel to say hello to family, particularly mum. Yeah, she definitely feels as though it's not what she could have passed 6 or 7 years ago, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels as though she passed when she was 6, 7, 8, maybe a longer time ago. So I hope someone can take that. That would be nice. Please let me know in the comments below if you can take that one, or all of them, to be honest, and on Facebook too. There's a message associated with a person in spirit that has the surname is connected to the name Patterson, and they just seem really proud. I don't know if it's a father or a grandfather. Do you know, it might be a father, but they're proud of how a daughter has coped with something recently. It's as though they've had to move on and maybe either start something new or leave the past in the past. But it feels male, and they're given the surname Patterson, and it's for a female that's in our own world. 17th of October seems an important date or round about that for that one. And this man seems to have a wee dog in his arm as well. Could have been a puppy that didn't make it, or just a small dog. So I hope someone can take that. The main key is the name Patterson. Thank you. Thank you. It's trying to get what they're showing me. Seems quite precise. Yeah. This goes back to Christmases long ago, and I think there was a thing called Neapolitans. Now, I think maybe Lint made them or something like that, but they were called Neapolitans. And it was a woman, and she desperately liked these, but only the milk chocolate ones. So she loved them so much, but this woman just must have loved like Lindt chocolates, because she's shown me Lindt chocolate teddy bears and own bunnies as well. Now, I used to work in a post office in my teens, and it had a fancy stationery department in Sweetie Bit, so I know what these are. That Lindt did, like, and they still do, like chocolate bunnies and little teddy bears, and they also did Neapolitans, I think I remember. But this woman loved Lindt chocolate. Could be my own mum, but it's not my own mum because I would recognise her. But she loved Lindt chocolate. She's connected with a Shirley name. Shirley or Sherry? Shirley. I'm not sure whether I'm getting the name Shirley or a surname Sherry. Maybe she liked a wee sherry as well. But again, these seem to be left over from the festive season, memories of the festive season. She knew someone that kept a polecat. She's not saying a ferret or whatever, it's a polecat, kept a polecat, and that man appears to be in spirit with her. Pardon me. So if you've got a family that connects with her name and the polecat and the man and Lindt chocolates, there's a good message for you. Thank you. This one's an odd one because I'm hearing a name that I can never spell. Someone's saying a hello to Neve. Now, I think that's the NHIAMHMHIIMHE. I'm making a joke there, but it's Neve, but I know it's spelled in an Irish way very differently than it sounds. So there's someone in this plane called Neve. And this lady, she's very, very strong connection, indicating that the Neve has to open her third eye more because she would get far more mediumship through if she did. It's as though a mum or an auntie is just waiting to connect with her. There's connections to Catherine and Mary named there, but I felt my third eye being prized open with this woman, and it's what she wants to do with the Neve that's here. So Neve, send me a PM me or something, love, if you're out of your depth with this, and I can maybe help a wee bit. We'll see. Just informally, I don't formally train anybody anymore. Right, maybe one more for this session, please. Oh yeah, I have a train driver. Loved his trains. Very proud to be a train driver. I think he might have been a train driver for a long, long time. I think he may have stopped being a train driver when the trains were getting privatised and people were getting paid off and stuff like that. But he was a train driver. It's connected with the name Archie. And he feels as though, I think he's indicating that he's waiting on a family member to come over. Now, that doesn't mean they're coming any day soon. It's just that when they do come, that man will be contented. It's as though maybe there's there's someone in family that he misses a lot. And when they eventually do come over, that will be him very contented in spirit. So don't panic, anyone, if that's your message. You're not going to lose anyone. He's basically just saying, I'm here until she comes over. Okay. And with that, we'll wrap that up for this time, and I'll maybe be fresh enough to get another session done, which will come out in a week or two. But I enjoyed that one, and I thank you all. If you like this type of video, please give me the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and leave comments. The more comments and thumbs up I get, the more I know that you like this type of video. So thank you and many blessings. Bye now.